In this video, I'm going to explain about the managing system files. Directories can be created on boot flash and external flash memory like slot 0, USB 1 and USB 2. You can also navigate through these directories and use them for files. Files can be created and accessed on boot flash, volatile, slot 0, USB 1 and USB 2 file systems. Files can be accessed only on the system file systems. Actually, debug file system can be used for debug log file specified in the debug log file command. System image files from remote server using FTP, secure copy or SCP, secure shell FTP or SFTP, and TFTP can also be downloaded. Okay, about the file system, actually this table outlines the parameters for the syntax for specifying a local file system. Here you can see file system name and then module, file system, colon, / module. This is optional. Okay, let me to show you. It is very easy. For example, here I want to check the boot flash. We can use dir command, directory command, dir boot flash. Okay, here you can see the content of the dir boot flash, but according or dependent to the platform, you can use for example dir boot flash with sup active. Here you need to use for example this command. This is emulator, because of that here I don't have this command, but you can use it in the real device. For example, dir boot flash. Okay, and after that you need to use / and the name of module. Here you can see the name of module, for example supervisor or sup active. Okay, this means the boot flash of active supervisor. Okay, here as you can see we have a supervisor local. Okay, and also this is for example usage for boot flash. Also you can use a dir boot flash. If you have standby supervisor, you can use sup and also standby. Look at here, I don't have it here, and also sup remote, for example. Okay, or you can use dir slot 0 if it is available in your platform. Okay, or dir volatile. Look at here, this is volatile, and also I will explain them, don't worry, but for now only let me to check the result of dir command, dir nv for example ram. Okay, and also dir log. Okay, and also dir system, dir and then system. Okay, you can check these commands on your platform. dir debug. Okay, and also dir for example USB 1 is if you have USB 1, and also dir USB 2. Okay, I have two emulator here. We have again dir, look at here, dir for example boot flash. It is available, and also let me to explain a little about these parameters. About the dir boot flash sup active and sup local, it means actually this is internal compact flash memory. Okay, located on the active supervisor module used for storing image files, configuration files, and other miscellaneous files. Okay, the initial default directory is boot flash. About the boot flash sup standby or sup remote, it is again internal compact flash memory based located on the standby supervisor module used for storing image files, configuration files, and other miscellaneous files. Okay, about the slot 0, here we don't have module. This is external compact flash memory installed in a supervisor module used for storing system images, configuration files, and other miscellaneous files. About the volatile, again here we don't have module. It is volatile random access memory or VRAM located on a supervisor module used for temporary or pending changes. About the NVRAM, this is non-volatile random access memory or NVRAM located on a supervisor module used for storing and startup configuration file. About the log, this is memory on the active supervisor that stores logging file statistics. Okay, let me to check it here. dir, for example, log. As you can see here, we have these logs. Okay, what are them? This is a memory on the active supervisor that stores logging file statistics. Okay, and after that, about the system, this is memory on a supervisor module used for storing the running configuration. Okay, you know about it, dir system or dir running configuration. In real platform it's supported, but this is the actually running config. After that, about the debug, this is memory on a supervisor module used for debug logs. Let me to check it here, dir, okay, and then debug, okay, and then USB1, this is external USB flash memory installed in a supervisor module used for storing image files, configuration files, and other miscellaneous files, and also USB2 is same as USB 1. Okay, also let me to inform you that you can use a copy command also, okay, to copy a file. For example, let me to use a copy command here. You can use copy, okay, and then first dir boot flash, and then copy from boot flash, okay, and after that you can use then, for example, name of a file, or if you want, you can use module. For example, supervisor active here, maybe, okay, as you can see here we have these files. I want to copy the supervisor active. This is the, let me to correct it, supervisor active, okay. And after that, here we can specify to which place. For example, again to boot flash, you can use, for example, boot flash, and then to the supervisor remote. It's interesting, from supervisor active to supervisor remote. Here you can specify a file name. For example, the file name is A to boot flash supervisor remote, and if you want the same name, for example. Okay, it's possible. And also it means that here we can copy files from one actually a system file to other system file. They can be local in a switch, in the switch, or they can, for example, one of them is local, one of them is remote. For example, TFTP is remote and the boot flash supervisor active is local. All right, about the system files, we can use and we can learn more than this, but you know that here we are talking about the NXOS. I know that you have learned about the managing system files in CCNA, in iOS. Here we have all of those concepts, but I try to explain a little more about the NXOS, okay? But if you want, you can review the information about the managing system files in CCNA course.